Good morning, first graders. It is time for math, and I hope that you had a chance to pull up the picture of our corrected page yesterday and check your work. Make sure that you got those right. If you didn't, please have mom or dad go over those with you and help you fix them. We get to do some story problems today, so it's going to be kind of fun. It's called Math and the Grocery Store. Use the pictures to solve. Okay, number 1 says, how many potatoes are there? In this bag, there are 49 potatoes. In this bag, there are 47 potatoes. What they're asking us is how many potatoes are there altogether? So the first one we are going to solve using our 10 blocks. So we're going to begin with 49, 10, 20, 30, 40. There's our tens. And how many ones are there in 49? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you have 10 blocks, I hope that you're doing this with me. If not, you can just draw the pictures. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 49 potatoes in the first bag, and we have 47 in the second bag. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. All right, the first thing we need to do is see if we can make a 10. So we have 9 ones up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many more do we need to make a 10? Just 1. So let's take a 1 from this pile. And we just made a 10. I'm going to take that 10 away, but I cannot take it away without replacing it with a 10 bar, right? So I'm going to take away my 10 ones, scoot them off of my paper here, but I must replace them with a 10 bar. I can't just get rid of them and pretend like they don't exist. I have to replace them with a 10 bar. All right, do we have 10 more ones? No, we don't. We only have 6 more ones. So let's count our 10s first, okay? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. How many 10s is 90? 9, right? 9 10s is 90. If I counted these 10 sticks, there should be 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 10s, which is 90. But I'm just going to write it like that because it's in my 10s column, okay? My 10s and my 1s. So I have 9 10s. And how many 1s do I have left over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 1s. So I have 96 potatoes altogether, which means that 49 plus 47 is 96. All right, for our second problem, we are going to draw the picture. So even if you have the 10 sticks, I would like you to solve this one by drawing the picture with me. Will you do that? How many cartons of milk are there? In this box, there are 37 cartons of milk, and in this box, there are 23 cartons of milk. Let's draw 37. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, start a new row, 36, 37, plus 23 more cartons of milk. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. Do you think that we can make a 10? Do we have enough ones to make a 10? Let's count them and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are exactly 10 ones. I'm going to bundle them together and trade them in for a 10 stick. So I'm going to get rid of them, but I have to put a 10 stick in their place, right? If I'm going to take them away, I have to replace them with a 10 stick. I can't just make them disappear. So now let's count our 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many 10s do I have? 6. How many 1s do I have left over? 0. 6 10s is the same as 60. I have 60 cartons of milk. Oh, here comes the tricky part. 20 cartons of milk spill. How many cartons of milk are there now? Well, actually, all we have to do is take our 6 10s, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This isn't so hard after all. How many cartons spill? 20, 10, 20. They spilled. We're going to get rid of them. And we don't have to replace them with anything because they spilled. Nobody can drink them, right? They are gone. How many cartons of milk do we have left? 10, 20, 30, 40. We still have 40 cartons of milk left. 4 10s, 40. Do you agree? If I went too fast on that, you may pause the video and go back and talk that over with whoever is helping you and make sure that you understand that completely. If you feel ready to go on, let's go to the back. Now, boys and girls, we've been using our 10 sticks, our 10 bars, and we've been drawing 10 sticks and dots for ones. But you know, eventually you're going to have to know how to add with the numbers. You just have to be able to do that. And so we're going to practice these next two using Mrs. Bennett's way. Are you ready? I hope you are. Okay, if you still need to use the sticks, you can, but I want you to practice writing it out with me too. How many jars of honey are there? In this box, there are 23 jars of honey. In this box, there are 36 jars of honey. We want to know how many there are altogether. We're going to take our 23 and write it right there. Now, if you need to do the sticks, you can write them over to the side. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. But I'm hoping that you can just do it with the numbers, okay? Plus, since we want to know how many there are altogether, we're going to add these two numbers. And when you're adding, it doesn't matter which number is on top, okay? It doesn't matter that 23 is smaller than 36. You can still line it up this way. Not when you're subtracting, but when you're adding, you can. All right, and if I were to draw that in 6, I would be 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you need to pause the video at any time to catch up, you can. All right. So the first thing I do when I add is I make my tea box that shows my 10s and my 1s. I don't want to get those mixed up, all right? I have 6 plus 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 1s. Let's make sure that this equals 9 also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we have enough to make another group of 10? We do not. We only have 9. So we do not have to change any of these 1s into a 10. We do not have any 10s to carry over. We're just going to bring our 9 1s down and put them in the 1s column. Since we did not carry any over, we're just going to add 3 plus 2 more. 3, 4, 5. We have 5 10s and 9 1s. Altogether, we have 59 jars of honey. Did that make sense? If you need to pause the video and have mom or dad help you with it, you can. Otherwise, let's move on to the next one. How many jars of jam are there? We have 27 jars of jam in this box and 34 jars of jam in this box. Shall we try it without drawing the sticks? Okay, here we go. 27 plus 34. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is draw my T-bar for my 10s and 1s. This is my 10s column, this is my 1s column, just like we do with our counting straws at school. All right, I have 7 plus 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7 plus 4 is 11. That's a 2-digit number. That means I have 10s and I have 1s. How many 1s do I have? 1. Remember, this isn't a 1. This is 110. So when I ask you how many 1s you have, this is not a 1. Only the things in this column are a 1. Okay, so we're going to bring our 1, 1 right down here to our 1s column. How many 10s do I have? 1. Because 1 10 and 1 1 equals 11. I'm going to bring my 10 over to my 10s column. I'm going to circle it because I don't want to forget about it. I want to make sure I add it. So I'm going to take my 2 10s plus my 1 10. That's 3 10s plus 3 more 10s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 61 jars of jam. 6 10s, 1 1. Parents, if your child is still struggling with that, please pause the video and let them use the base 10 blocks or drawing out here to the side and show them how they correlate together. Boys and girls, our last question, number 6, says compare the number of jars of honey to the number of jars of jam. Write the comparison 2 ways. When we compare, we use our sign greater than or less than. So let's start with how many jars of honey there are. We had 59 jars of honey and 61 jars of jam. When we're comparing, we always look at our 10s number first, right? This number has 5 10s. This number has 6 10s. Which is less? 5 is less than 6. The arrow always points to the lesser or smaller number. Remember, Mrs. Bennett doesn't do the alligator mouth because it confuses me. We just want to make sure that we're comparing the tens first. Because if we were to compare the ones first, we would think this number is bigger. But we know that 59 comes before 61. 59 is smaller. What's another way we could compare those two numbers? What if we wrote the jam first? 61 jars of jam and 59 jars of honey. Let's circle the tens. This number has 6 tens. This number has 5 tens. Which is smaller? Which is less? 59. So our arrow points this way. Remember that our arrow always points to the smaller number. Parents, if your child is struggling with that concept at all, please take a few extra minutes to spend with them on it. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.